Since they defunded the police, this is what SWAT looks like.
Which Congress defunded in order to free up resources for storm-related disaster relief.
Anyways, I didn't know much about holdups, and Lee didn't want me getting in the way of his crime spree.
He continued his crime spree by stealing an $80,000 Porsche Carrera at gunpoint.
LAPD sources say the lack of witnesses and evidence of the case are frustrating the search effort.
Not as embarrassing as being a leader in the defund the police movement with a daughter in the FBI.
A deadly crime spree with no end. The question now is how much longer the two can continue their crime spree.
After reviewing the footage we turned in, detectives were surprised to find that one of the burglaries we filmed was never reported.
This location has been burglarized 41 times in the last 6 months.
No, the LAPD hasn't released it, but a manager at Walgreens says it's carjacking and the victim is the owner.
Alarmingly, this is the third violent carjacking in the area in recent months.
Now, I don't care if it's rival gangs, guardian angels, or the goddamn Salvation Army. Get them off the street and off the front page.
Warring gangs continue to raid Gaddafi's abandoned armories as a battle rages in Libya's two largest cities.
The DA is making allegations today that the vice officers were acting like the gangs that they were supposed to be busting.
Front of this liquor store, which was a fencing operation for stolen goods.
There's another way you can learn about the microlaser inscriptions when you're being arrested for trying to pass off stolen goods.
Pre-pad will last for 6 to 8 weeks, but after that, Legasov estimates a 50% chance that the fuel will breach the pad and melt down into the groundwater itself.
Offering more than $300 million in gold bars that nobody's seen in 50 years.
Yeah.
For this plan to succeed, we needed total secrecy of the only people we completely trusted.
So what did you plan to do with 27 tons of gold bars?
Safe, but how much do you think a bunch of, pardon my French, hooligans are going to get from them, assuming you can even find a buyer who's interested in stolen goods to begin with?
You recall us speaking about my hopes for the building to be a crucible for change.
God must have some kind of plan to teach me some kind of lesson. I just can't.
George worked as a platinum melter in a refinery in Chester County.
Trees, and just in the blink of an eye, the whole stretch turned into a blast furnace. Just fire everywhere.
Billions of people were wiped out in a matter of minutes.
At the end of time, a moment will come when just one man remains.
The Bible calls this day Armageddon, the end of all things.